I believe I will be live in, yeah, like right now. How's everybody doing out there today? We are back here on Tuesday. And if you guys, basically, I'm just going to be farming today and answering anybody's questions that they might have on the map and see how everybody's doing and how things are going. As far as issues, not a lot of new ones popped up over the course of the week. So we will have a map update if all goes well on Friday, if I can get everything finished up for Friday. And I don't want to do too many map updates and drive you guys crazy, but I'm pretty sure I'll have everything ready Friday. So prepare. On Friday, thanks WRT. So on Friday we're going to be doing one major change, which is replacing your board storage up at Cogent with a new building. So you guys are going to want to empty yours out before you do that update, because we'll have a whole new building and then you'll be able to load it up after the update. So get ready for that. That's the board storage at Cogent will be replaced with a new one. So if you do the update and you have boards in there, you won't be able to access them. They'll be gone. But other than that, no, it shouldn't affect anything else on the map. This is not a hog barn. We gotta go to the hog barn. See, as soon as I start talking when I'm broadcasting, it all goes to crap. I can't think straight and realize what I'm doing. Let's see, what else today? There was someone out there, a couple people that were having a problem with the mix feeder not working on the cow barn, and we did learn something because we had it not work on our server as well. And I'm going to head over there in just a minute and we'll show you guys exactly what the problem was and why it wouldn't work. And this is not the female hog side, is it? I thought it was. Nope. Read the signs. Yeah, I don't know. Is this a female side? I thought this was a male side. I might have just missed the trigger. Nope, there we go.
Marhu's replacement sawmills from PV15 V2 work on this map.
They should work. They should work just fine. I haven't tested it myself, but you could try them out. That's all you can do. So, the problem with the mix feeder not working on our server, and it's probably what other people are experiencing as well, is that the number of cows that it's set to feed has to be, well, your best bet is to just set it so it's equal to the number of cows you have in your barn. We had it set too high and it wouldn't click off. So we have take feed from 20 cows, and I think it's okay if it's under, but why is it at 20? We had 30 cows.
I want to bring that up to 50 cows.
Oh no. Alright, yeah, so we have 20 cows. We had it set for 28 and it would not feed. So you want to make sure your mix feeder is set up to the number of cows you actually have. If you want to get extra, that's what you use down here. Require more per feeding. You can up that down here. Don't add extra cows in or it will not work. So throw that out there for anybody that might have mixed feeder issues. Just make sure your cows equal the number of cows in your barn and you should be good to go. It fixed our problem instantly. Started right back up. With that, if anybody has any questions, feel free. That's what we're here for today. Throw them out there. We'll try to get them answered. Otherwise, you can watch me farm. I'm going to take care of the animals today. See what we have here. What do we need? Looks like chickens need some wheat. Do we have wheat in storage anywhere? We should.
Oh yeah, there is a bunch of it. There's some even at the main farm too.
Awesome. And yeah, we'll top them all off. I think maybe run through water looks like it might be low. It's hard to tell because there's so few animals in each of the barns. Docket, thank you for the host, my friend.
You're welcome. I had to do it manually.
It happens.
My bad.
It will only check on that time scale, so if you try to do it through there and you'll wait for, if it says 10 minutes, it won't switch me till 10 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't even go 10 minutes, so it's a joke.
It's learning curve, learning curve. Let's see, what are we going to do? We're going to go get some water first. Let's get some water. What do you guys got going on up there on the farm? I'm down here in the animal area. Oh, you got some harvesting to do?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wheat harvest.
Oh, then I want to do that because I haven't harvested in forever.
You need to pick up the straw.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, I'll come up to the farm and grab a combine. What field is the wheat on?
17.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get me a drink.
17. Why is my mini map not showing? Don't you love it when that happens? That one right up there. Big B 1982, thanks for the host. Let's see, you seen someone stream the building closest? Had like a texture wrong with it. It looked white. Was the building closest to the sheep pallet machine? Alrighty, well, I can jump back down there in just a second and check it out. It's very possible that a texture got, but there are we do know that textures, if you're I should have went to the other part of the gate. Can't get through here. We do know that if you don't have a decent graphics card, that textures stop showing up for some people. It's been documented because there is a ton of textures in the map, but I will check it out in just a second and see if there's a texture missing down there. Once I get this over to the field. Hey, 04 Paul, how are you today? So if you're just joining us, we're going to just do some farming, answer any questions you guys have. And all I pretty much went over so far is that if you're having problems with your animal barns not working, the mix feeder, just make sure you have the number of animals set to the correct amount of animals in the barn and it should fix the issue. We had that same problem pop up on our server just yesterday or the day before. We don't have an update today, but I will be doing one on Friday if all goes well. Skins Motorsports is now hosting with 2 viewers. Welcome, Skins. How are you today?
I was asking, why aren't we having an update Friday?
We are having an update to fix a few small issues. Where am I? Let's grab this vehicle. The update will be just to... Some people are having problems with the storage barn at the Cogent facility, not taking their boards in. We haven't been able to pin it down exactly what it is, so we're going to replace it with one that you'll actually be able to pull up that in the warehouse menu on this storage screen. Let's see, where's my cursor? There it is. So you'll be able to find your storage for boards in the warehouse list after Friday. That's one of the things. The other things are just common, little bugs here or there, nothing major. Graphic issues, stuff like that, some small changes. But it's all just little tweaks, and I think that if this is the building you're talking about, all my textures appear down here, so it was probably a graphics card issue on the person's map not being able to load in all textures, which does happen if you don't have a halfway decent graphics card. With usually a 2 gig graphics card will make it run perfectly, but all the textures are down here. Thanks for the compliment there. I'm glad everybody's enjoying the map. I'm actually really pretty excited at how well it actually turned out. Very few minor issues, and the other issues are, oh, let's see, I got a list of them here. There's pallets through the wall of the warehouse that have to be fixed. BGA animations that are showing up down. The animations aren't working up by the BGA on the conveyors, but they turn on the ones down by the farm shop. A floating coin in the fairgrounds we're aware of. There's some items that I want to label a little bit better, and I'm going to try to see if we can make Cogent wood storage a pull-through building so it makes more sense than having the trigger at the bottom. Just little things like that. And there's some flowers in the windows up at Lydia's that if nobody's noticed, I won't tell you about them. Are you in the combine I just parked? Why am I not able to get in there?
Now, try it now. Try it now.
There it is.
I was in it.
Trying to do this with my stick. Now, which button did I use for to go forward? Ha ha ha. I can't remember what my cruise button was, man. There it is. All right. So many buttons on this new joystick, I can't remember which one does which. Is there a menu for charcoal and pallets? No, they run on the fabric script, so they are not in the menu. The charcoal, the pallets, the block, they're a totally different script set, so they do not show up in the menu. Would have been nice to get them into the factory menu, but the factory menu is quite long as it is, and they might not show up on some people's screens. Plus, it would take a lot of work to convert them to the new system. You'd say the best map you ever played. That's awesome. It's the best map I never play. I'm actually playing it now, though, which is kind of fun.
Can I then get you to make a little change in the harvester for me?
Combines is not my...
Yeah, look behind you. You're not putting out straw.
Oh. Oh, you actually want straw?
Yes, I demand straw. The public demands straw.
Yeah, that can be done. I think that works. Yeah, we need straw. Straw is coming! So I hope it's enough to keep you guys busy until 2017 anyway. We'll be working on some other projects along the way, but I don't know. I'm going to start designing a new landscape, and we'll see if it ends up how far it gets. I want to take some time and put some good detail into the next landscape. The landscape is a very crucial part to the entire map, and when it's rushed, it does, you know, it basically is the basis for the whole map. So new landscape and new roads and a whole new layout for the next map, and hopefully we'll get it done relatively quick, but if not, we'll have a good head start when 17 comes around on a landscape. I've got some great ideas, so we'll have to see which ones end up working. Is anybody else running into any other issues out there? I'm glad to answer them. We'll see what we could get in. Like I said, there's lots of little things that can be added into the map. You want to pipe out? Let me see if I can find that button.
It's a no button.
Yeah, I know. It's not on my controller, though. It's the 20 button.
Okay, hit the 20 button for me, will you?
It's done. It's good that the questions are slowing down. That means that everybody must have figured everything out, right? Either that or my chat stopped working. This is probably the first field I've harvested in, how long would you say, Dan? 2 months?
Yeah, right.
Literally. That's quite a, well, actually, that's not true. I did harvest a field over the other day on Farm Expert. Try giving that a whirl. Look at that. Multitask. Everybody's on the same field. That's pretty awesome.
You want this to make manure, Dan? For the storage?
Fill the manure maker up first, then put the rest in storage. It's only going to take about 2 loads.
Roger.
What are the updates on the 4 mods? Big Daddy did the updates. Oh man, I can't remember exactly even which mods he updated. He had a show last week when he updated the mods and he went over all the updates. So maybe somebody out there can answer. A couple of them, like the Wilson trailers, was just store icons to make it easier discernible which ones were which in the store. I know he also did the fertilizer spreader, AR fertilizer, so that shows up in the store properly. The other ones were probably little bug fixes or tweaks. Something wasn't working. I can't even remember which ones they were. But, yeah. You'd have to go to his YouTube channel and check it out and watch it back. Or he might stop in. He might stop in tonight. Yeah, the slurry trigger fixed on the tanker.
Problem with the chicken manure, you do what we did. Get you a machine and put under it, like a, what do we call that damn thing we used? I forgot now. Conveyor belt, that's what it was. It took about 15 minutes to maneuver a conveyor belt in that chicken coop just to get it cleaned out, so it's going to stay there.
Until I move it. No, I'm only kidding.
Well, it's hard to get a tractor in that hole.
It's tight.
The we got, it's wider than that hole is. That
Yep.
you can drive into. Hole the fence.
Aha. Ah, the cedar problem with it spawning in the ground. Yeah. Doc Feelgood, thanks for the follow.
He covered that, how to get that out of there.
Yep, he went through that on his show as well the other night. Just gotta open it all the way up right after it spawns, and it should pop right out of the ground. Sometimes it doesn't, and you gotta do a little work, but it's just one of those things. Just one of those things that, yeah, pick a different cedar if you can't get it to work. There are plenty of good ones out there. Included a couple that we use all the time. I don't even know if we use that cedar. Have you been using that John Deere cedar?
No, I'm using a different one. I just never got around to buying it.
Yeah, we always use a different cedar on our map as it is.
mean, it's the best in the world. When we first beginning, the wider field don't mean nothing. You turn it the wrong way, Dave.
This thing's set to auto turn, and I don't know which button it is. Somebody had it set up. I usually do manual, so I have to override it. Yep, the other one. Hey, Firm, how you doing? And Gordon Leon Marks, how's it going out there? So we're just doing a little farming. If we have any questions out there, that's what we're here to answer them today. I'm taking a break. I'll be done with my break because I got to start creating something, but I got to finish up all the little fixes on the map first. So if all goes well, Friday we should have hopefully the final update that's necessary. So that's another reason why I'm here. See if you guys have any other issues that have come to your attention. Let me know about it. Okay, we have a wall of text. The Beatmaster can't seem to get the manure out of it. You tried using in-game tippers as well as some modded tippers. Have you used a shovel? You gotta shovel it out of the Beatmaster, don't you?
Yep.
Gotta use a shovel. It doesn't use... Yeah, and Voldemort TMR, thanks for the follow. I think it was TMR. Yes, you need to use a shovel and pick up the Beatmaster manure with a shovel, so that should be pretty easy fix for you.
There's gotta be a modded shovel, not an in-game shovel.
Let's see. You checked your log and it's not showing any errors for the Beatmaster, right? Because you're not using a shovel. Also, you sold the Beatmaster 2 days ago and it's still showing in your garage as you have it purchased. That I have no idea why it would do. If you sold it, it should disappear from your garage unless maybe you had 2 of them on the map. Doc, feel good. You can get the map.
The other, I've done that.
Exclamation point Rivers pulls up the map in the mod files. Or you could click on the PV Rivers logo down below and you will get the link as well. You are very welcome, Chill Will 42. Hope you're enjoying it. Seems like everybody is having a great time with it. It's good because it took a long time to make, and I know I put you guys, but you know what? I think it was worth the wait this time. I know I took a little break, things got a little frustrating, but when we came back we hit it hard and for a long time and got it to a point where I felt satisfied with the release that you guys would enjoy it. So yeah, we could keep on going. It's the way when I'm making a map it always works. We could go forever with adding things and tweaking things, but then you guys would never see it. Do regular in-game cows make solid manure? Yes, they do. On the left side, back left side of the barn, you'll see a manure pit with a conveyor. As long as they have straw and everything, they will make manure. Field status 15.5 is out. Awesome. We'll have to jump down to the museum once we get a chance, and we'll get you the link. It's the same one. If you guys have the museum on your map, go down there. It should be in that folder. He said he would update it in that folder that's linked from the address is on the sign in the museum. You can get the latest field status. You kept getting refused. It's totally random. You got to wait it out, and eventually you'll get them. It is funny because usually a lot of people get a lot of them right off the bat. Have you got even refused for one yet, Dan? See, we haven't even got a sale refused yet on our map.
I did my single player just once, though, and that was PJevs.
Yep, I have it in my single player too, but usually not early on, you know. Usually comes when I run out of coins on single player. Then you'll start getting refusals because you don't have the coins. But you do get some here and there. You're welcome, Funky Rude Dude. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. You haven't missed much there, Weldahart. We just started up and did some farming, answering people's questions. You got refused. It is random, you guys just having the bad luck with the refusals. Make sure you have the money and everything, too. I don't know if that makes a difference. Make sure you have the money to buy them when they come up, or look out. And get some gold coins. You might have a better chance by collecting gold coins as well.
I think it's the luck of the Irish, or is that the draw?
One or the other. Could be a number of things, but I've been pretty lucky. I got refused a couple times. I haven't played much on single player, so that could be why I don't get refused as often. Depends on how many you're buying. If you're buying a lot, yeah, you're going to get refused. Especially, I think, if you try to batch buy them, like set up 10 at a time, you're going to have some refusals.
Map maker should never get refused.
Yeah. Yep. Just got to wait it out. They'll turn from gray back to ready to put in another offer pretty quick. Like 3 in-game days, I think it is.
I don't buy any. I don't buy more than one every couple days too. I don't buy a bunch in one shot.
Yeah, that might make a big difference if you try to buy a bunch all at the same time. I haven't tried it. 86 coins. You don't have to find the coins if you're on a server, because they don't take part in the game on server. But if you're on single player, you should find them. It'll help you get those fields, because they offer you coin deals.
You ever get that combine and change the settings so it doesn't make those turns?
Oh. Oh. I think we got it. I mean, do you remember what button it is?
Yeah, if you hit the period key with the control, it'll bring up the second HUD, and down near the bottom you'll see where it's got the little curvy thing. Click that a couple times till it has 0 with a cross through it or whatever.
I can't even get the period key to do anything on this.
You want me to take it off for you?
Go ahead, somebody can jump in.
Go ahead, I'm
Got it.
making a delivery.
Take my auto turn so I stop running into Dan.
Good thing you don't have the damage mod on.
Yeah, sell pizza.
Here you go.
Still pizza, but
I guess that's everybody's loving the pizza.
cut trees. We're on the BGA.
It's still on for me. Why is it on?
Oh, I took it off.
Oh, this auto turn? Yeah, it's still there. Must have to be done by me. I don't know.
Okay, that's weird. I never heard of that before.
Neither have I.
But yeah, I clicked on this, clicked it off.
The fields that you get refused usually takes about 3 in-game days, roughly. Somewhere between 3 and 5, I believe, before they offer them to you again to buy. When I have a minute, can I go over to the mixing station real quick? Yes, I can. Just give me a minute. Once these guys... I think he's already going to offload, so... yeah, we can jump down to the mixing station. You make a lot of money. Yeah, you do make a lot of money on the mixing pizza, but it also is a lot of work. It's not one of the easiest places to operate with all the different things that have to go into it. With greenhouses going and the eggs you gotta get going. And the meat place. Where in the forums do you submit a post? What type of post do you want to submit? That is the question. There are different sections depending on what you are needing to submit. Exactly. Alright, let me jump down there. Let's see. I can't if I can remember what button. Things are way out of whack here. Mixing station. Ah, the old where do you buy animals question. At the stockyard. Alright, here I am at the mixing station. Why am I here? Yeah, Don's Pizza right next door. So, here's the mixer. Why am I at the mixing station now that I jumped here? Does it need hay or is grass okay? I believe grass is okay, right? Yeah, grass works. You don't need to put hay in. You can use either or. Is that all?
Grass, you need straw, you need that mixture that you make at the VGA.
Any other questions? I left the vehicle right next to it. I could go back down, but yeah. Grass or hay, and then straw and silage.
If I can just drive straight and not hit you.
No, I cannot add grass window to the farmer's market because that would mess up the indexes. And that is a done deal. Needs to be hay. Just gotta take an extra step and windrow or TED that stuff and then bale it. Yeah, I saw that the concrete plant's a little bit underground there too. I got that on my list of things I'll check out and see if we could fix that up a little bit. My long list of little tweaks. But nothing really major other than replacing that Cogent Forest product, the wood storage facility. The new one you'll be able to take out loose stuff or pallets as well. So that's, and I'm going to move it so that cut wood can be stored on site up there as well. And I think we're going to put cement into the warehouse. I haven't done it yet, but it's on the list of things if I have time to get cement into the warehouse, the main warehouse. Yeah, concrete is heavy.
So it's not in there now?
It might be, but I'm going to try to get pallets.
If this map is the same as what they got, it's there.
Alright, well I want to get it so they can take it out in pallets.
Okay, instead of using the truck.
Yeah, they'll also be able to, I want to get the cement factory so it has pallet output as well. We'll see if we could do that, because it'd be kind of cool. We have cement bags on the property, we just have to reskin them to make it look like PJev's concrete. Yeah, it doesn't help when you build on mud. Can't use the in-game eggs. You gotta use the egg facility. There's no way to use the in-game eggs on those factories. So you must use the placeable egg building in order to bring eggs over. They will only accept those egg pallets.
Yeah, it'd be very nice to the lady who just packed those eggs. Make sure you pay her a decent minimum wage.
Will you have to mess with files for the updates or just add a link? Basically anything that's been updated will overwrite your and the future update on Friday. You just overwrite the map that you already have, or delete the one that's in there and put the new one in, and you'll be good to go. No changes needed other than that, as far as I know, unless I screw something up, which you never know. Which farm stores cranberry and rice? Can't see it in farm. I don't, let me see. If for selling cranberry and rice, I think Port Dock #1. Let me check and see if they're on there. Might not be.
Rice store is that great big storage facility. That is it.
Oh, which farm stores? None of the farms actually store cranberries and rice because the cranberries and rice are grown right behind the main warehouse. So that's where you can store them, right in the main warehouse, right in front of the field. So that is why there's no sense of putting them near another farm when you're not supposed to be growing them anywhere but the flooded field. And being that the warehouse is right near the flooded field, that's where you store your cranberries and rice. See, there is a method to my madness. Doesn't always come out across that way, but I was thinking, where do you sell them? You can sell them in a couple different places. Hey Chetty, how you doing today? And everybody else that's out there. A question from MLD9373 says, I downloaded PVR map and put it in mods file, and it shows up there when you look under games farm sim mods. Then when I start the game, the mods don't show up. I removed all the mods. Oh boy. You put it in the mods file. You put it in your standard mods folder. Yeah, if it's in your My Games Farm Sim mods and it's only our map, then you should be able to boot right up, unless you don't want any other folder, any other mods or maps in that folder. No, we're not going to put tater sugar beet storage in the animal farm right now. We do not intend to. Pretty much what you have, I'm not going to get into anything unless it's the main reason why we're switching the wood storage only is because people are having issues with the current one. As far as other storage for the beet pulp and stuff, you really don't need to make enough for feeding the animals, and you don't have to keep making it, so I'm not gonna go into doing all that extra storage right now. If somebody wants to make a placeable mod, that would work, but I am concentrating pretty much just fixing and tweaking the things that need to be done right now, rather than recreating the map again. Right.
And waste away. Like when I was testing the map, for instance, I only put 2 truckloads of BC steamed potatoes in it, and 2 truckloads of beets in it, and never did use the beet pulp. Just to see
Right.
if I see if it work and see if I can scoop it out.
Let's see. You post a picture of the warehouse in the help tech support if there's a glitch in the warehouse. If you're talking about the pallets that stick through the wall, then we know about that and it's going to be fixed in this next update, so you don't have to worry about it. You want me to tell him to put his mic up? I can turn him up. I have him down a little bit. Why? Because usually people say he's too loud. So we'll try that. Now they should be able to hear you a little better.
What I said was, when I was testing the map, I very seldom used any beet pulp or any baked potatoes after steamed potatoes after I made it. You'll find that once you fill those bins, it's good for almost 2 weeks.
And if you have excess, just bring it right over to the farmer's market, sell it off. That'll hold quite a bit up there as well.
I speak low because I am almost deaf, and I usually just speak loud enough that I can hear my voice and just expect everybody else to hear me, so that's my fault.
I also had you turned down because in the past everybody would say that you guys were louder than me. Well, I finally got the OBS Studio that has a slider for you guys and my game sounds, and I put it a little bit lower than me, and I guess I had it too low this time because you guys were drowning me out in the previous broadcasts. They couldn't hear me and they heard you.
Oh, Lord, I have mercy.
Well, we just want to be heard by you, Dave.
I guess. Manraj Levin, how you doing? A lot of new names popping up. How many chickens can the eggs... I don't know. That's a good question. But not as many as you would think. Now, do you guys know what it takes, how many chickens the egg laying station holds?
20, I think.
Just 20? It's a pretty low number. But it uses them up as they're laying eggs, too. I'm doing pretty good.
Now, is that a pallet, Dan, or just a box?
That is a box that comes out of the potato washer, and you take that box from the potato washer over to the steamed potato machine, and you just go right over the trigger, and it automatically disappears.
Okay, I think he was asking about the chickens place.
Yeah, how many chickens does it hold?
Yeah, there's about 20 chickens in
It
there.
does 22. 22 chickens at a time.
Well, that was close.
And they don't come back out. They die in there when they're done laying eggs. Think of it as just like anything else. They're part of the recipe to create the eggs.
You don't see product inside the warehouse. That's probably because a lot of it is actually invisible until you really need it.
Is there anywhere you could store the eggs? Not right now. You don't see product inside the warehouse. Did you put stuff in the warehouse? It takes a lot of product to show up in there. Just a couple pallets. I mean, a pallet takes like more than 50,000 on some of them. Depends on the products you dump in, but you will start seeing stuff there. How do you go about getting dairy and beef cattle in this game? There is a stockyard down by field number 46 that you pick them up, and there's a limited amount that you can get, and also after you have the initial ones ready, you can use the breeding facilities. I hope that helps you out a little bit.
There is some glue in the warehouse that you can see, Dave. And probably pallets.
Yeah, you'll be able to see the stuff in there. I don't know exactly what he's having a problem seeing. But if it's just minimal quantities you're putting in there, it takes a little bit before some of that stuff shows up. Because of the amount of visual... It isn't a 1-for-1 ratio, basically. We can't put a box for every 5,000. Say a pallet is only 5,000. You drop off a pallet, you're going to have to drop off probably 10 pallets before you see one pallet in the warehouse, because the warehouse will hold 1 million. And if I put that many pallets in the warehouse visually, 5,000 a piece, your server would crash. You wouldn't be able to run the game. So it's not a... It's just a representation that they're there. But it takes a little while to start showing a lot of pallets. When it's everything's at 1 million, it will be filled. If you upgraded your warehouse to hold whatever, 5 million or 10 million, then you're going to have to put a lot more before you show something there. You don't have the breeding facility either. That helps. You see my breeding setup? We get a lot of them going because that way you don't have to keep purchasing cows. Now, that was the other thing that did come up. Seeing as we're on the breeding subject, some people have noted that they're seeing the animals in the store and other people are not. The ones in the store are fully grown and ready animals, and they cost you quite a bit of money. You're not going to make anything off them if you buy them that way. The ones down at the stockyard are the babies or the lower end, and they are much, much cheaper. And that is if you... But you can purchase fully ready grown animals if you... Some people have been having them pop up. I don't know actually when that kicks in or why it's not showing for everybody. But it's just adult animals that appear in there. And not they're really inexpensive. Let's put it this way. Chicken down at the stockyard costs $25. To buy it through the store, it's $120. And it's even different for... higher for the other animal types. Thanks for the host there, Chetty. So it's definitely advantageous to get your animals through the stockyard, and then once you can, start breeding your own, and then everything's free. Yeah, a lot of people don't have them in the store, which you would only get the adult ones in the store anyway. I don't know what triggers it or why we have it pop up. I don't know if you need adult animals grown up in your barn before you see them in the store. That could be it. I have no idea what it is. Whoa, I'm full. Back up. I wasn't paying attention. You're a little close to me, I think. There you go. Whoop. Or go. There you go. You're good. Stockyard.
Those two trucks, that's why they didn't get back in time.
Right. I might be try to label those things in the next map update too. The stockyard and the few factories that aren't labeled on the map.
In the other stream, and I couldn't answer. In the center of the water, there is a dump point. Of a dump point type of a situation laid out.
Yep.
I think that's to empty the boat is what I'm guessing.
So yeah, if there's room there, you can offload the boat to sell stone and stuff at that square.
That's what I saw.
I heard that the field status was released, but I didn't know until I started streaming, so we'll get that up here for Friday and we'll show everybody. And I'm going to go down to the... You could post the link up there, Bad Touch, if you want, but I'll go down to the museum and show everybody where the link is. Let me see, what button do I have to push? This one. The new field status has been released. Is cut wood or charcoal used for anything or just to sell? Charcoal is used just to sell. Cut wood is used to build orchards. And to sell. I can't wait to get my hands on that field status. Gotta give that a whirl. Where'd Doc go? He's fallen behind us a little bit.
Hey man, I gotta go all the way over back in that silly thing with this articulating tractor.
I just busted on you.
That's fine, I'm used to it.
Have we tried the Bale map yet? There's a Bale map? I haven't tried any map other than this one. Why try any other? Oh.
I've been too busy testing just to try any other.
I don't want to try any other.
I like to see what people have done, you know, because if there's something really cool, so I do usually check maps, but at this point, I'm not in the checking other maps mode because I'm in the take a break mode, and then when I start building and need some new ideas, I'll start downloading all the other maps out there and everything again. But that might be for FS17, and most of the stuff that's out there might not work, so no sense of going too crazy. This map should last us quite a while.
Are you empty, Dave?
I am empty.
I can't imagine you running out of ideas, Dave.
I don't run out of ideas. I just run out of ones that I can implement.
Okay.
So,
leave it at that.
meaning that not being the script writer, I have plenty of ideas, but I need to find tools to make them happen. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And sometimes people put out some pretty cool things that you can make them happen. Or tweak them, you know? I mean, we've done a ton with the Fabric script, creating those stones and everything. So you never know when a new script is out there. Oh, there's a Bale map inside field status. Is that what it is? Don't even have it. I didn't even know the new version existed until we went live today. So I can't actually install it on the server till after the server goes down, but we'll have it up here for Friday, and we'll get some fields ready for baling so we could check it out too. That'll be kind of fun. And if there's a Bale map other than this map, then other than field status, we're not going to try it out. We have any other fields to harvest, or is that it?
Yes, you do have other fields. Number 8, 1, 2, and I can't read it. It's potatoes on 5.
Oh boy, potatoes.
Taters. I'll go to 8, seeing as it's close by. I'm getting a little bit of lag spikes here. That's probably you dumping them somewhere. No, I don't know.
No, I'm not even there to dump yet. I ran into a fence.
What do we have growing on 8? Corn. I can't harvest corn with this. I gotta get a different header.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget to readjust the width on that too. If you switch headers. I did it the other day. Stupid.
I have a button set up just to do that. I can't wait to try the new field status. We should shut down and install it and then come back in an hour. No, I'm only kidding. We'll do it on we'll show it off on Friday, but everybody here will probably have it by then. Can this thing fit in there? I guess it can't. Shows you how much I use this map.
Well, me and Dan can use more help.
Well, I usually come in and all the fields are done. So now that we're getting more fields, I don't mind. I just get... Normally I come in and I'm running products around. I wanted to harvest the other day.
And that's all I done today, pretty much, is kept the lines empty and got things supplied.
Right. Alright, so we need to unfold header with the X key. Which one's X? That one. I figured it out. Yes, that's lime on the fields. We have lime spread on the fields, but that's what we pretty much use most of the time.
The reason I use it is because I get more lime. I get actually put more lime on the fields. And if I use a regular fertilizer, I use a lot of fertilizer in one field. If I use lime, I do almost the whole area with just one truck.
Yeah.
And we got lots of lime right now, Dan.
Yeah, that I didn't. I just filled the the fertilizer batch up just about 20 minutes ago.
Unfold header. I'm learning how to farm. Yeah, I'm finally doing some.
Use Control Alt Delete key on your keyboard. That works.
Yeah.
Well, Doc, what do you think we should put back in 7?
That's that big one that just took off the
Yeah.
weed on it. What? You know, wasn't we going to rotate that to regular crops?
Yeah, we're gonna need a ton of sugar cane, so I'll dump sugar cane into it.
Okay, sounds good.
Once we buy popcorn sluts and that other stuff, we'll need all we can get.
Yep, sounds good.
I'm doing corn. I'm learning some farming. You know it. This is the most farming I've done since prior to the... Well, actually, since PV version 2.
Well, on this game it is, but yeah, there's another
Well,
game.
oh, yeah, well, but that's not... No, I've actually been planting fruit trees over there.
Oh, have you?
Is that farming? Yeah, I guess. It's not hard.
Oh, you got the trees planted already?
No, on my on Farming Expert 2016. It was on sale. I got kind of... It's different. It's not a bad game. You just can't compare it to Farming Sim. You gotta... You know... It's its own thing.
Well, I'm still waiting for your...
The fruit company... I'm learning some things. Now, if we could get somebody to mod up those fruit trailers, they could work on our trees.
I'm waiting for your YouTube review on it.
YouTube review?
Yeah, on that game.
2017 comes out, then we're gonna play it. We're gonna get it, as well as... Here's my thought, people. We need to buy Farm Expert 2017, Cattle and Crops, and Farming Simulator 2017. And even if they suck, we need to support those other companies with some cash so that they can get better. That's the way I'm looking at it. Because if they had the money that Giants is making, they could put out just a good, if not better, game. And there's some interesting things in Farm Expert, I will say. They've fixed a lot of things from the initial release. There's a lot of things broken, including multiplayer, which absolutely sucks and doesn't work unless you try workarounds. And then the syncing is worse than ever. You don't get a line across the screen. That's a plus. But it does not sync up very well. Literally, Big Daddy and I were in there trying to sync it up, and I would pick up a trailer, and then I would switch it off for something else and hook up, say, a sprayer, and he would see both the trailer and the sprayer on the thing at the same time. That's how bad it was. But the Fruit Company equipment is kind of cool. And oh, the syncing on Farm Expert is worse than FS17 by far. And it's too bad because I really like the when you're doing the fruit trees and you pull a trailer behind you with workers on it, and they pick the fruit off the trees and put it into these little bushels that get dropped on the ground, and then after you're done, you got to go around and pick up all the bushels and put them onto a trailer, which is kind of cool concept, you know. You actually have to get in and do manual labor before you cart off the trailers. Some people would not like that at all. But it's just a different style, and it was kind of fun.
Got the manure-matic finally filled, Dan.
In storage.
That's where I'm going.
That and the different sprayer types and the different things just gives you some more ideas. I need to make another map for FS15 because you're not going to buy FS17 until I make a map for it. I got that a lot when we did the first map for 15. A lot of people didn't purchase it until I finished a map. We'll be making a map, but we will. I don't know if we'll be able to get another full map out for FS17. I mean FS15 without getting into the getting into FS17 map making territory. So what I've proposed that I'm going to do is start doing a landscape for the next map. Because if anything works, the landscape should be able to be imported into the FS17. Get the layout done, put a lot of effort into it, make it look really cool. And then see what time of the year it is. It's syncing is bad on Farm Expert 2016. I don't know, is there another expert farmer? I haven't even heard of that one. But Farm Expert 2016, it was terrible. Not to mention, the multiplayer support in the game absolutely does not work at all. So you have to use, what is the name of that program? Nuggle or something like that? Muggle, I can't remember, to set it up. So
Start with an N.
Nuggle, I think, or yeah, whatever it is, to make it basically you're setting up a local area network with that program, so everybody thinks you're on the same network and you can run a LAN game. But hey, that package that's on sale right now, $13.99, or I think it's $13.99. You got Farm Expert, you got the DLC, you got the Construction Company Simulator, Beach Resort Simulator, Truck Mechanic Simulator, Farm Mechanic Simulator, Mining Company Simulator, all of which pretty much suck.
I agree.
I haven't tried them all, but
I did.
But I actually could see playing Construction Simulator a little bit. I did a little bit there, and the Fruit Company DLC is fun to do the fruit trees. I've got 15 hours in that already. Hard to believe. Most people give up after 20 minutes.
I did.
Yeah, you didn't even give it 5 minutes.
I gave it 20.
You can't compare it to what this game is, that's for sure.
No, I agree.
It's a different thing. I'm looking for different ideas in that. The way they do things is kind of... I love the way they do the seasons. I mean, you actually have a map. You got to harvest in July. You can fast forward a month at a time. you know, rather than scroll the clock. But you have a season. You plant your trees. They take 3 to 5 years to mature, depending if you fertilize them or not. You know, before you can even harvest fruit off them. You can plant your crops in the spring, and they're ready late July, early August. It's pretty cool. It just, to me, it seems like there's a little bit more of a realism level in that than, you don't have mods, so everything you have to, and the progression is slower because, yeah, you gotta actually earn your money year after year to add on to your farm. And there's a lot of upgrades to the farms, which is cool. The Giants, I mean, yeah, we do it through mods here, but Giants could learn a few things from them as well. That's for sure. Yeah. The way, yes, all you have to do is keep guessing. Now I gotta check that out. Field status version, the new version, what is it, 15.5? Something like that? Is now been released. There's a secret feature? You know what you should have done there, Bad Touch? Should have had S7 Davis there do a PDF file for it. He does a great job with PDF files.
Why do you have to pick up full of gold? Good question. I'm sure we'll get you an answer.
How do you empty the pickup full of gold? You bring it to the key bank. Remember, there's 3 banks, and Key Bank is the one that sells the gold. There's a yellow square by the big yellow building that's Key Bank, and you just go in there and hit the Q button. He wouldn't do it. I think he will never do another PDF file as long as he lives. So we're looking for volunteers to do the PDF file for PV17. Better start now. Where do you get field status 15.5? You get it from... I'll give you a link in just a minute. And if the Bad Touch can throw a link up there, I'm sure that we can authorize it. It's down in the... If you have this map, the link is advertised down in the museum. And you can go to the museum, look for the Bad Touch's billboard display, and it'll give you the link to the new field status. There it is. Thank you, KW, for throwing that up there. Now there's a surprise that can't be spoiled for me. I have to go and find... I might have to take a break here. No, I'll check it out after. But I have to see the surprise. Don't tell me I like surprises. I have one more pass to do on this field.
It's a right turn, not a left turn.
There you go. Field permission for everyone. Yep. Taking a turn. I just emptied.
Yeah, you turned it the wrong way. That's what you were doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. I never do this. Jay Burnett 3639, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the stream, where we are just farming away and answering questions on the PV Rivers map, which have slowed down considerably in the past few days, which is a good thing. LJ, how you doing today? I'm sure that there are some more out there. Is that what this is? Harvesting. That's it? Dan, empty, I'll go get... Can we do the next field there? Or you want to wait on that?
4-ish is soybean, 5 is potato.
4 and 5, alright. Oh, well, let's do some potatoes. That'll be interesting. JJS Move 1266, thanks for the follow. Let's see, we can shut this off, trade our header back in. Oh no, we're going to get the potatoes. Potatas. What field was that again?
It was number 5 on the hit parade.
5?
5.
5 it is. 5 is behind me.
Field 5 behind you.
Thanks to all that had anything to do with this map. Yes, thank you everybody, and thank you there, Old Man Farmer. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And that goes out to everybody that's had anything to do with developing this map. John Seeger, thank you for the host. There was a few people behind the scenes here helping out on the map. Testers and all sorts of people giving me their inputs, which I refuse to listen to most of the time, but hey, every now and then. No. Field 5. Oscar G77, thank you for the follow. Field number 5. Which one's 5? Yeah, it's right here. That's not ready. Is it? No. Nah. Is it really? Doesn't look like it's ready.
Okay, I'll do myself then.
Oh, well, if it's ready, if you say so. I don't know. I haven't done... Is that what potatoes look like when they're ready? A dead field?
Oh, that's why I gotta cut the tops off.
Okay. I can't remember what they look like. I haven't done this in months.
I have never used a potato harvester to cut potatoes, to dig potatoes. I've used what's called a potato fork. And down there, bust your, you know what, to dig the potatoes out. When the old man hollers, let's get going.
You're talking old school now, Dan.
How do we oh, keypad 4? Ah, boy, I'm learning. Well, what do you know? There's potatoes in this there dirt. I get it now. I want to know. Last time I did potatoes, I think, was when we did that stream where we had multiple people doing them, which was way back in FS15 version, probably 1. I forgot what it's like.
Front end gives a no collision zone. When I go up there, empty potatoes, you gotta stop.
Oh yeah, I have to stop for you to empty them?
You gotta hit the old key to
Whoa.
offload, Dave.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta find the old key.
Well, we're
I
not.
don't know if that front end is. Well, let's find out if that sucker is. If I can hit it, if it keeps from hitting it.
I love potatoes. They make potato chips and French fries. Is there an O key?
Oh, for overload.
Offload. That works.
Yeah, I guess that front end is non-collisionable.
Here I am hitting the old key to unload this forage wagon.
You can't find the other small green tipper? It's out there. Did anybody create a cheat on that yet? A video where everything's hidden on the... I thought that'd be done by now on the web somewhere.
I'll give you a big hint of where to find every piece of equipment with no problem whatsoever. Think of somebody that is going to hide something and have fun watching you try to find it, and that's where you're going to find it.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Do I do that?
Yes, you do. I have to agree with Dan on that one. Sorry, Dave.
Oh, come on, the combine was easy, right?
Well, okay. Sure.
It's kind of big. It's kind of hard to hide the combine.
Yes. But you need to be over there.
But everything's right out in the open, just hidden.
Yeah, right.
It's hidden in the most obvious place in front of your eyes.
I enjoyed finding the things. It was a good challenge.
Yeah, it is. The funny thing is the people that are going to be done with the map and then they're going to find something that's worth $20 to sell it off and they don't need it anymore. Oh, I could have used that when I started.
I tell you, finding that combine is an asset.
Touch, your answer is, yep.
Yeah, a couple of the coins are a little bit out there. We gotta lower them down to where you can reach them.
There's still a few?
Just one more that wasn't in the last update, I think.
Okay, I only found one myself. And you fixed it.
Yeah, there's one more. It's at the fairgrounds. That's all
Okay.
I'm telling. You got to jump for it. Or actually, I think you need to bring a truck over. Or something to stand on.
So that'll make it 98 coins I found if I find that one now.
You almost got them all. You could do what some people do. Open up the map, click on the transform group for the coins, and it highlights them all.
No, 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 no.
But that's kind of cheating.
It is. What fun is in that?
Exactly.
I can tell you this much, you're going to find them in the most unlikely places, some of them.
I wasn't going to tell everybody that secret.
And yet there are some that are in the most likely places. Coins-wise. Think about it.
Yeah, there are about 4 of them right where you expect to find them.
Exactly. They're there.
Is it 4 or 5?
I think it was 5.
Yeah, it was.
5.
Right where you would expect to find coins. So there's your hint for the day.
Look for the rainbow.
Look for the pot of gold. Oh,
No, you're talking about Skittles stuff.
you know, that's one thing they didn't do this version. Did they? Did they do... Oh, they did a well, didn't they?
Oh my god, you had to say it.
Was that in this one?
In 15?
Yeah, was that in 15, the well?
In the vanilla?
Yeah, you threw them all in the well.
Okay, so that's back in the vanilla game, you throw them in the well. We didn't do that.
You get all your silos filled. I forget, 200,000, I think.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We coulda on the vanilla. Well, probably couldn't with this script set.
You make it too easy then, Dave.
Yeah, I do.
No, that would.
Oh. You mean I don't make things easy? Is that what you're saying?
It's just perfect right now, especially if somebody wants to play single player.
If you can think of a song, you might find a couple there too. Your slurry tanker was stuck in the ground? I don't think we've had a flying slurry tanker yet.
Not yet.
Lars, thank you for the host. How are you doing this evening?
I had a report earlier, forget who it was, about going to Pepsi and offloading, it was either sand or gravel, and his, everything went flying through the air.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch out where you're parked and the piles just pop up. We still never fixed the launching problem at Pepsi. I forgot all about that.
Launching one at Pepsi was fun to drive over. You knew it was going to happen. And just pow!
Sabota Droga, thank you for the follow. I think that's how you say it, Sabota Droga. And Lane Schoenfeld, thank you for the follow. Mossio Gaming 02, thank you for the follow. Wow. They're all coming in. We are being follow rated.
Yay!
Scolosis, I think it is. And Chad 306. Where have you guys been? No, thanks really. Thank you for all the new follows. And if you guys are playing the PV Rivers map and have questions, you've come to the right place. I'll be glad to try to answer them.
If Dave can't answer it, I'll fake it.
If I can't answer it, then I should be ashamed of myself, but somebody here will be able to. And if they can't, then it's probably something that...
Probably not important.
Yeah, thanks, Lars, for all the followers. Thank you so much. You're watching me slowly harvest potatoes for the first time in a year and a half. And probably the last.
It's been that long since we finished up PV15. When there's about 6 of us out in that field.
Yeah, that's when the last time I think I did potatoes. 15
Yeah.
version 2 when we were all working on it back then.
Yep.
It's just one of those things, you know?
And you was going to use the potato harvesters you pull behind the tractor and put the cutter in the front, or the topper in the front.
Can your 994F pick up the stones in the quarry? No, it cannot. You got to use the 980. That big shovel doesn't have collision on it, so it will not work. 980 though can pick up 4 to 7 at a time.
You asked that question last time about that truck with a square body and those sides, and we told you last time we don't do it. No, we don't know.
I have no clue where you can find one.
That's the second time you asked that question.
Yeah, look on the mod sites. If there's one out there, they'd be there. If not, then you're not going to be able to find one. Yeah, unfortunately, when I'm making the maps, I do play them just enough to test what I've worked on and then go back to work on the maps. Most of the time. Sometimes I come in and do a little bit for a day or so. And then I disappear for another 2-3 weeks.
Yes, you're a pretty easy boss.
It's just... Can't spend a lot of time playing when you're developing it, or you never get the developing done. You know, it's just enough to... And then you guys have been great at finding all the little problems. Whoops, I'm full.
When are you going to fix the GPS turning circle? I think that's what you meant.
The GPS turning circle? I'm not even using the turning. And it's not my mod, so I wouldn't fix it at all. It's just one we use.
If you're good at programming, fix it. Let us know how it works.
Well, according to Giants, next year or in October when the new one comes out, they're supposed to have better hired workers and maybe some cool stuff. So I will say that Farm Expert 2016, when you hire a worker, they come out to your farm and they actually work, and then they leave. I mean, it's not like hit H and the driver takes over. You hire them and they show up to do the work. It's pretty cool. Usually here till, well, we'll be here till about at least another half hour or so. You never know. I just go until I can't go anymore. Usually try to do at least a 2-hour stream, and we've only been going for about an hour and a half. And sometimes it goes till 3, but go feed your chickens. We'll be here when you get back. Yeah, over in Farm Expert, you hire a worker and then wait. They'll show up at your farm and they'll drive the equipment and then they'll leave. It's kind of interesting. Giants could, like I said, the game isn't as superior as Giants as far as a lot of the things, but they could learn a few things from them. And Farm Expert can learn a whole lot from Giants. But for 13 bucks, had to try it.
You know, I was thinking, could you imagine if Farming Expert and Giants sort of had a marriage?
Yeah.
What
You're
they could
welcome,
do?
Red Pineapple. It's called Cattle and Crops.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be an interesting farm year. That's for sure. That was a bad turn. with 3 games coming out, competing for the money, I think it should be... And you're very welcome, Rad Pineapple. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I think it should be a good year for us. All 3 of them are supposed to allow modding this year. That's a plus. We'll see, though, you know?
Well, I just can't get under you.
That's okay. That's what she said.
You want to be over him, Dan.
Oh, it's just...
I had it on, but I don't know if it's on or off now.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll wait till I turn. It's very possible that Cattle and Crops has former Giants employees. Because I know the Giants had a shakeup. That could be where they went. A while back, they really messed things up, so that's possible. Very possible. I'm hoping. I mean, that they got the good ones anyway. I think your front trail... Alright, nope, your front's good. No, they do not. X-Men 1971, those trains do not give you extra money because they would have to be on the old sell point system, and they were already in the map, so they're pretty much decoration. They do not give you a bonus when you send those. Only the one at the quarry and the one up at the trees. Oh, you want an O key? There you go.
Yeah, but hold it in position long enough.
So I'm trying to get used to this all over again.
Gonna come over here and see what kind of mess you guys are making.
It's not too bad.
Oh, you're almost done. Lovely.
Yeah.
Are you done with that field?
I'm all done. I only have 31%, and I'm gonna try to run it through the cows and see if they'll take any straw.
Okay.
It must be on the wrong map.
There is straw down there. There's a good chance that's all they take care of.
At least I don't think they do, unless they, you sell anything off and they give you a bonus. That's the only way they would work. Go send the train! We've sold... No, we don't sell grain that often. We go right to making products. How
You
the...
don't want to sell your grain. You want to put that in storage. You want at least 1 million of each item in storage, or you're not going to be able to finish the game. But you're going to be using a lot of it just to get your factories operational. You need, what, 400 to get start the factory, then another 400 to put in the factory so you can run it.
And that isn't 400,000.
Yeah, 400,000. Yeah, these guys selling their pizzas, they should be running that up to the fairgrounds so they can start the,
I know pizzas are big money, but they take a lot of work. I'm surprised everybody just went right for pizzas. A lot of people did. I guess I got to lower the price on pizza. No, won't do that. But you have to have your animals going for the extra pizzas. Unless you're just doing the cheese pizzas, but just, you know, that's what a lot of people might be doing. You still need to have milk, eggs.
unless they're buying it from the vendor and the reseller.
Oh, yeah, you could be buying it and selling them right across the street. Yeah, that's a possibility. Make some money that way. Before you own it. But I see a lot of people are out. Actually, it's one of the first things they've been going for is making pizza. We go right to forestry usually. speaking of which, how's the forest looking over there anyway?
Yeah, more trees. I planted a bunch. I think you need to plant some again, maybe, or I can plant some more.
I gotta empty this before I come back and finish emptying that thing.
I only have 4,000 left.
And I'm full.
But I think I'll go over and pick up the rest of them cut trees.
No, you're not going to.
You got them all?
I've even got the stump stumped. I got the stump de-stumped.
Awesome,
Nice.
Dan.
I was making chips.
Now you can't even buy a license because it's after hours.
Oh, the license is too good. You got a good license in there.
Yeah, it's good for another 21 hours.
Oh, really? When do you...
Oh my goodness.
I guess you got to be on, what, the factory page? No, what page do you see the license on?
That's at the bottom.
Oh, there it is.
No, your slash key.
Bottom left.
Yeah, I got it. Number of trees 50. Why was it not? I guess because when you have the choose from list open, which is what I usually have, then you don't see it. Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, we're good. Did I just freeze up?
What do you want to cut some?
No.
Well, because I come and grind for you.
I was just checking to see what was going on.
There's a big bare space in the valley here.
Yeah, I gotta go over and see how you've been doing over there.
We're getting closer to...
Okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce this one. We got Chad0306, thank you for the follow, but Nesinon Soltasagi, thank you for the follow. I think that's it. Mossy Gaming, gotta go. Well, thanks for stopping in. John Breedenbach, how's it going? We're doing good here. Just waiting for the rest of my offload potatoes.
Yeah, I'm on my way back up the hill.
I haven't moved, really, too much.
I thought my stream froze, but...
I'm actually farming today. Just a little bit, and answering people's questions if they have them on the map. For a little while longer. We'll be back Friday with an update show. Let you know what we have fixed. There's not too much, so it won't be that bad. You won't have to start a new save game or anything, but we do have a few new things that are going to be just minor changes. That's it. That's everything. You hear Doc is on the stream with me, in addition to Dan. Docket, WP Docket. The man who got me started streaming about, well, a little more than a year ago now. What does the grass mod do? That is a great question. It removes grass, and I'll show you exactly what that does if I can find a place to do it. Let's see.
Where's that? Trying to build the area.
Well, you go to the mods and you find in placeables no grass. Basically, you can see it. I did it already over here somewhere. It was over this way. you can take the mod and right across the street here where there's this grass, if I put it right like here, if I can get it there, well, close enough, that's good enough, then purchase it. And purchase another one. You get the idea. You'll have to remove them around and stuff, but then you just go back to your garage and find the no grass mod and sell them off this way. Usually it's easier if you park next to what you're working on, you'll respawn right there, but then just sell them off, and as you can see, it removes the grass. So if I head down there where we just did that, and I got the water tanker, which is perfect because I need to give the animals some water. Basically, it helps you if you want to, so you don't have grass sticking up through buildings or whatever you're going to put on the map. So over here by where I have these barns, we made no grass somewhere over here. Where did I put it? Up here. I did it underneath all of these breeding facilities. You could see how it cleared the grass out, and it will stay gone. But we just did the little patch that was around here somewhere. Where was it? Yeah, but you get the idea. It just takes the grass off the ground so you can put things down like I did. There, right across the street from these. So we just did those 3, and you might have to put another one down to get the other stuff out, but that's what no grass does. Let's go get some water for the aminals. You're very welcome, 04 Paul. We're running low on water. I got a yellow light. Gotta go get some water pumped. There's a bump on field 47. I'll have to go down and check it out. I did not know there was a bump on field 47 that we didn't take care of. You about broke the bank on that mod. How much more does the farmer's market pay? It's usually almost 50% more than any place else on most products. Roughly 50% more. Actually, no, that'd be 100%. It almost pays double what you would normally get. So depending on... Yeah. You can expect if you get 500 for wheat at one place, you'll get about 1,000 at the farmer's market. It just comes slowly over time.
You done with that train, Dan?
Where am I going?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna grab it and do some stone and sand.
I'm taking the long way around. Why? Because I can't drive and talk at the same time.
Actually, I should come and fertilize for you, or lime.
What I'm doing now.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, twice as much. Figure about twice as much up there. Whoa. Figure that you cannot crank that around too fast. Excuse me. I don't have a sneeze button. And I just sneezed in the microphone.
People are using the logging trailer that have rolled it. I can raise my hand. I've rolled it.
So have I.
I have never rolled the log trailer. Yeah, right. I can't say that because I think it's recorded. The first day I rolled it when we were showing. Alright, let's see. R key. Only in bale form can you sell silage at the farmer's market. You got a baled silage. Not loose stuff.
If you manage that silage just right, your animals and that will take every bit you got.
Yeah. Or you could sell it off right at the BGA and make some good money.
Yeah, BGA's got a tank and dump it in.
I knew because I put all these extra animals in here that we needed water over here. Probably need food too. Over to the chickens. Has anybody brought more chickens over lately? I brought 60 over the other day.
I haven't touched anything to do with animals. I haven't had time.
I haven't. I put somewhere in the egg laying department, which that's what I need some more right now.
Alrighty. Yep, the wrapped bales. Once they turn to silage, you can sell them off at the... Yep, wrap your grass, turns to silage, you can sell them at the farmer's market. Looks like our charcoal is full.
Yeah, go get it off here shortly.
I wouldn't spend too much time on charcoal. All it does is make money. Although,
yeah,
money's good.
It pays good, pays good.
Yeah.
I made 200 and some thousand on one trailer load.
That is really good.
It works for me when I come in and there's no min on and need money quick.
Did we know that the wood Yes, we did. It was being looked into. We have no idea why, but the longer one works fine, so we may end up having to remove it from the pack altogether. We should have more on that issue on Friday as well. Am I pumped for FS17? I'm ready for it. I'm ready for I'm more pumped for cattle and crops to see what they come up with. But FS17, I wish I could hear more about it. There's not... yeah, we'll have to see. We'll definitely be doing mod for it. We'll start, unless all of a sudden cattle and crops or farm one of the other games. Farm Expert is a lot better, and that's what people decide they're going to play. But I'm looking forward to seeing all three of them this year, actually. Where do you fill water? Apparently don't get as close to the trough as I did when you do this. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. There we go. You gotta pump the water at the cogen plant, which I have to do anyway because we're running low. And then you can get it at the water towers or at the cogen, not the cogen, the Culligan plant itself. And I'll head over that way right now. I've played Farm Expert. A lot of people say that it's garbage. I just got it. It's not Giants, and I think there's some pretty cool things about it. It needs a lot of work, that's for sure, but fruit harvesting is pretty cool add-on pack. They need to include modding. Farm Expert 2017 is showing a lot of promise, so I'm gonna buy it just to, like I said earlier, just to give them guys money so that they can afford to do things like Giants. If they had as much money as Giants, it'd probably be a better game.
Where you heading, Dave?
Water.
Cool.
It's a bridge out?
No! They're all done. And there's 4 fishing places just about done.
Cool.
And if you're gonna swing by Colgan after, you can take a load of resin over to the glue place.
I could do that. Whoa!
You can show them about that, and there should be something there you can take over to the drywall of glue.
Alright, I'll head over and grab your resin in a minute once I get the water pumped.
Now, I just seen something in your stream, and I didn't make that happen.
Yeah, as far as equipment over there, I agree with the Farm Expert equipment. There's no real name stuff. That's for sure, tractor-wise. So if you're looking, if that's what you like about, and it's all the real equipment, then you're not going to find that over there. But like I tell people here, if you got good gameplay, I don't care if I'm driving Hello Kitty tractors if they run good. But that's just me. Where am I going? But again, if they do what they say they're going to do and open up to modding, you'll find all the tractor brand names that you could possibly want in this next version. So there's that possibility. They might not be able to afford the licensing themselves, but modders will be able to start creating the John Deeres and that stuff for that game. So we'll give it some hope. I just find some of the equipment that's over there fascinating, like the tree harvesting things and all those, the sprayers and the orchard stuff is really a unique experience on that one. The Hello Kitty mod pack. So this is where you pump your water in. Type's the king. Typeset. Is it typeset? Yeah, Typist the king. Something like that. And this one side here fills the water towers. Once you fill the water towers, you can pick up water at the towers. You want to see me drive Hello Kitty stuff? You know, yeah, brand names. I'm a map person. What goes on with the mods, I just have to be able to test the map with them. If it works and it gets a job done, that's the most important thing.
And for some of your viewers, Dave, they might have the problem I did. I went over to there, stood there, and left.
Yeah, you got.
You stand there.
You have to stand here till it fills up. I made it so you actually have to stand in one place. This is where you go and you get a beer.
Or two.
Yeah, and you come back. See, it's full already. It doesn't take long. Even if there was a giant weed leaf on the tractor, but good gameplay, you would play it. You know it. It's got to have good gameplay. That's my bottom line. I'd like a map editor so I can make maps, and hopefully they'll have one in both those games. But as of right now, Farm Sim 17 will be the priority until we see what happens with those. Although they should be out early before Farm. I know that Farm Expert's due to come out in August, so that a little bit of a jump on that. Do we need water anywhere, or should I just dump this on the ground?
Well, you can check the potato
if you don't need it.
in the steamer if you want while you're going that way.
I'll go back this way, and then I'll finish the farm up, and then I'll come up and get your resin.
Thank you.
I don't know if the steamer needs some or the potato washer needs some. I have no idea.
If it's been running, yeah, it'll probably need it.
Yeah.
It'll need to be empty by now.
If an early release on field status, if I put Coca-Cola in, yeah, it wouldn't happen. So don't feel bad. Not enough sugar in Coke to keep me up at night. That's the thing. I need the sugar to keep me awake to do these maps till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Higher sugar content in Pepsi. Potato steamer being filled. Does anything else down here require water?
Potato washer.
Oh yes, the washer.
That triggers, well, you got it, kid.
Is Big Daddy in the house? I don't even think he's here there. A big plow to the mod.
Ain't gonna happen. I think we're done with the adding.
Yeah, look out there. I'm sure there's some big plows on the mod sites. Just check your error logs, folks. Make sure that what you have doesn't throw 1,000,001 errors, and you should be okay. We keep finding that people are having issues, and then when they remove that mod that's causing the errors, everything starts to work. It's amazing. Check that error log out. Somewhere in here, there's the water. But there's plenty of plows out there. They shouldn't cause any issues unless they have they don't really have too much for scripting and stuff on plows, so there's not much that can go wrong. I say that. I think we did. Alright, I'm on my way up to get resin. I'll start dumping my water.
Take the very, very last pallet off of that charcoal place. The only way to get that thing running again is to restart your server.
Yep.
Always leave the last pallet on it.
Someone was asking if the trees could take liquid manure earlier. I'm sorry, I forgot all about it. Scrolled by when I was in the middle of another. But no, they only take the solid manure. Solid stuff only. Going all over the place here. I need to find the shortcuts.
You telling me there's shortcuts? I didn't know that.
No, but I always go the long way around. Look at the trees I planted the other day. They're huge. They're ready to be cut.
I still get lost.
Those trees are monsters. I need to get a better look. Yeah, poop trees don't like diarrhea. They only like the solid stuff. The loose stuff just sinks into the ground and contaminates the water. So these are the trees last broadcast, I think, or well, not last broadcast, but
those are the first trees you planted.
The first ones we planted. They have grown up and they're big. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. They're all the large size. We should get a lot of wood from that.
Aren't they pretty?
They are. Resin. How much resin do we have up here? A tanker load?
Oh, there's probably 2 tanker loads. But I don't think you're going to get 2 tanker loads.
No, we got a full one anyway. This thing holds 60,000, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's 70 something here. We'll just bring one over right now. Watching on mobile. Well, Driz, glad you could make it. Working the night shift. Lag spike. Where the heck did my little mini map go? I have no idea. Does anybody remember how to get that back when it disappears? The mini map in the corner?
I'm not sure, Dave.
It's a weird thing. I know I can't remember how to get it back.
I used to always get when I used the automated mixer, bring up the HUD for that.
Oh, maybe that's what makes it disappear? It could be.
I used to lose my clock and my money, and yeah.
That could be it. That could be what caused it to disappear. Because I did do that at the beginning of the broadcast.
Yeah, but when I lost it, was everything.
I did lose everything, but you can get everything else back by hitting the F1 key.
Ah, gotcha.
Toggling it on and off. It's just the map doesn't come back. Go in settings. Yeah, well, we're not going to worry about that right now. It should come back next game. Next restart.
Yeah, once you relog.
Yep. Now, when Giants figure out a way to get, when you're driving a tipper through a cornfield, the corn doesn't show through the bottom of it, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? The crops always show through the tippers. I don't think that's a priority on anybody's list, though. Taking the back roads.
Oh yes, I had a tip that was given to me too. When you're running the Wilson trailers and you got a train of them, and you try to load something, try to load the rear trailer first. It'll load a lot easier, and then back up and get the front one.
Aha.
You our Kabama give me that tip.
Kaboomba.
Kabamba.
Skins
Can't
Motorsports.
work on such a great map without chipping in a little. Love your work.
Thanks there,
for
Skins.
all the hours you do. Skins.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. And for streaming my map. And entertaining us out there. You do a great job. We'll be stopping in soon. And catch you on your stream and pop in and see what's going on. Where, oh, where did I put the... Oh, it's down there. The glue factory. It's bad when the map maker can't find things, you know?
You forgot already, didn't you?
Oh my gosh. I know where it is. I just forget what I'm doing. You know what happens every time a donation pops up there. I wet my pants.
Shh. I'm gonna have to donate you a package of Depends.
How do we offload this thing?
Drive through and yeah, you don't remember.
Which? Why am I not getting the trigger?
Right, you will. You gotta right in the middle.
I'm trying.
You gotta go under the arrow. It's really tight or touchy.
Yeah, this water trailer is not as... Or, yeah, this trailer. Come on, you can do it.
Same thing at the drywall place. You gotta be right dead center as your cab. And sometimes you gotta back up.
Is it the box here that it is the offload?
Yes, yes.
There we go. I got it. That's what I thought. We're offloading our resin. Is this thing turned on?
Glue factory, yeah.
We're producing... Oh, we have glue. I'll grab the glue and bring a load over to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you never want to load behind an empty trailer in real life. What's real life? That is the better question.
Always go loaded if you can, to and from.
This trailer offloads slow.
I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is. That's the price you pay for having a bigger trailer, right?
I agree. It loads fast, that's the main thing.
Yes. Good night, Zero for Paul. We'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you Friday with a map update with the last few little changes. Once again, remember, if you have boards at your Kojin factory after Friday's update, you're going to want to have them out of the storage. Not out of the factory itself, but out of the board storage facility, because we're going to replace that with a better working version. And one that will be accessible from the warehouse menu and also store cut wood. Won't need to do a map update, but... I mean, you won't need to do a game restart, but you'll have a better... Come on. There we go. Glue! I think the map is behaving really well. Just a few minor things. But most of the problems that have been coming in are... not really problems as much as installation, mod conflicts, users just not being familiar and asking questions about the map and where to do things. So it's slowing down as people are learning the map as well. And everything else, we're finding ways around. If you have issues with the mix feeder not working, then... Why is this loading so slow? The mix feeder needs to... Oh, because it's empty and it's still producing. You make sure you have the correct number of cows set for what's in your cow barn, and the mix feeder should work just fine. That's one thing we found out. If you don't have the right number of cows, if you have too many cows, it probably won't work. Yeah. Need to create more product. then it would load a little faster.
Paper's a real issue right now.
You only played 45 minutes before your side panel gave out. Giant side pad there? Mine's been working good so far. You find all your problems to be your own. It's just learning, and mod conflicts has really been what it's been. This is the glue side. Where is the glue trigger?
Pull ahead a bit.
I'm almost out of the square.
Oh, okay, I got 30 seconds delay.
Yeah, that's not
Okay,
30.
back up and then pull in again, and make sure your cab is, the middle of your cab is
Got it.
over the green.
We got it. It's loading up. Wow, we got glue down here. Is this thing running?
No, out of paper, and that's to say that's our biggest problem right now. We can't make paper fast enough, and that collagen hasn't stopped.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be something that you can't make fast enough. It's not producing. Yeah, we don't have paper down here. Yep. Need to get that. Yeah, you got wood chips. It'll make it.
Oh yeah. Just really slow.
The wheel gave out 2 months ago. How long did you have it for? You scare me. A lot of people say that their wheels go out. I've only had mine for 2 weeks. If that.
A week.
A week, yeah, probably just a week. But I'm gentle with it. Oh, I didn't mean to go over here. Might as well open that door. Beats backing up. Hey JWB509, how you doing? Currently, you can use the box truck, the AR box trailer, or the what is it called? The Great Dane trailer. Those are the only two that will pick up steel from the steel factory. Well, John, we might not be here because I'm going to be closing up the show pretty soon. Unless people have more questions and keep me tied up. But if we're not here when you get back, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to go back to the animal trailer. If I can find it. What happened to... Do we not have a group for the animal area? Apparently, it looks like
No.
group 3 used to be. We've...
Never get that button to work where you name the groups, so I just never did it.
You have to hold it for a while, Dan, like the whatever group it is, and then you'll get the text window. Takes about 5 seconds.
Oh, you mean to hold that control E key down for a while?
Well, Control E and whatever the group number is you want to change, put a name in like 1, 2, 3, or 4. Select the group number and hold that 4 down or 3 down for about 5 seconds.
Yep. All right. Group 3 is animals, so something doesn't belong in 3. This here doesn't. The Liber. That has to go to BGA. All right, that works. Can you store pallets anywhere on the map? If so, where at? You can store pallets at the main warehouse, Coop. Right at the main warehouse. You can store almost all the pallets right there. There's one drop trigger. I'll head over there. Because we're pretty close. On the sell list, you have 3 listings. Where do you find... Where do you want to sell... Where can you find to sell things? The crops? From the shops. And you can also sell to factories that you do not own yet. You can... If they have room. So all pallets can be dropped off right over here. At the warehouse. Behind the warehouse. And they go right in this box right here for the pallets. Once they're in there, you have to go to the appropriate door on the warehouse to take them back out. And there's, yeah, doors for all the different products on the warehouse. All the way around, as you can see. So that's how you would offload them.
Round of applause for Big Daddy. That's all right.
Hey, Big Daddy, how's it going?
Good. How you guys doing?
Doing okay.
Good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear.
Yes, the PDF does cover crops and factories very well. As in what they would need to use and everything. Yep, it's all there. And your mic is open again.
Sorry.
No problem. I am over here going to get some chickens and check out the egg laying station. Is there somewhere to look for where who is... Just pull up this slash menu with the slash key. Go to shops. You can see if it says they're buying and there's not a red number here, then you can sell it. And just look through all the different shops. You can use the arrows to scroll through them. But some of you will have numbers here. We have ours turned off on the server this time, so they don't fill up until we don't get the random numbers. But you can see where to sell everything. You can sell to any of the sell points. If you have a warehouse that you do not own yet, not a warehouse, a factory, excuse me, that you do not own, it will look something like this one here, where it says it's buying hemp for this price. So anyone that you don't own is buying the products as well. So tons of places to buy and sell stuff.
You can't use the slash key for some reason. Use the place where the question mark is then.
Yeah, the question mark key. Just hit the question mark, and if you can't, no problem. If it doesn't hit the slash key where the one that's on the question mark, then you gotta get your key bindings fixed. Because you definitely will need that key for this map.
In the right shift question mark will bring up the fields and everything. You see the prices and what have you.
I'm checking out the egg laying station and see if they need any chickens. The Ace88X, thank you for the follow. 14. We don't need many chickens. We need grain down here. That's why they're not running. So we got to get some wheat over here. I can do that. We just harvested a bunch. We should have some now. The only AR tipper you can get to work is the Brantner. They work. Try not to have... a lot of times they don't work when they're chained together up there. You got to disconnect them. But they will work. It's a problem often from getting in multiple triggers at the same time. So you're probably getting the Brantner to work because it's shorter than the rest. It's a possibility. Just one of the several possibilities, but I've often used the Flegel AR tippers and it works fine. If I don't run into the walls, I can go get some wheat. Back with a bag of popcorn.
Bought an hour concession stand.
Right. So you put all the wheat down at the main warehouse, did you?
Yeah, I think he dumped it all there, Dave.
Sounds good. On my way. Look at me. I've done more farm work today than I have in months.
I'm taking the last bit of stone over to the block place, Dan, and it should be full.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna call it a night after that. I've been on for 9 hours and something. I did my day's work.
If the
Only 9?
if the
Only
if the red number's dead-eye, that means that you have to wait until they will take more. They're filled up. They will change. Those numbers do go back down to white, and there will be more room. Or find another place to sell to. Sorry to just walk all over you guys. I'm trying to answer a question before they scroll off the screen or I forget.
when you start to speak, I shut up.
No, I was going to make a comment, but I'll keep this a family show.
Rough.
Big Daddy, what have you been up to?
Oh, I said I'm bowling. I'm home now.
How was the bowling tonight? Did you get anything good?
716 for 3, 937 for 4. Was that right?
Not bad.
I had the front 8, and then left the 6 count, 4 spare or 6 spare, and then struck out for 276. So that was my. I needed that 276 for 715. So other than that, it wasn't too good, but rebounded then.
It wasn't too good. 715. I got a 700 once in my life.
I was supposed to rotate out with 2 other guys, and one guy hurt his back really bad, and he can't lift anything. So I've been bowling like 4 weeks in a row now. So I'm ready for a week off.
Right. When you go buy a field, how do you exit the page? Move away from where you bought the field. Just walk away, back up, whatever. It'll close. I think we dumped the stuff in here. I know we had some mod questions earlier, but I can't remember what they were. Somebody was asking what changes were done to the mods that were in the folder that weren't here for your show. And I think we got them all, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, the other one was somebody wanted a bigger plow.
Oh yeah, somebody wants a bigger plow. I said there's plenty of plow mods out there, and most of them will probably work just fine. There's not much you can screw up on a plow.
Right, right.
Thanks there, Driz786. We'll catch you later. Grain load. Oh, chickens were out of grain too.
Let me try to pull up my list and let everybody know what changed. I have some more changes. I was going to do a Thursday show again this week. Just recapping some, hopefully, fingers crossed, some final mods for Rivers and move on to the next modding adventure.
Yep, that's what we're trying to do. Get ready for the big modding adventure of whatever comes next. Gonna have a few choices to choose from this year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, we tried that. I was trying to listen to your broadcast on the way home, and I was doing the what's actually called the Farm Expert with you, 2016, and it wasn't bad. Just the multiplayer is very buggy.
Right. And someone was also saying they only have one brand name, Lindner tractors. Yeah, if you're looking for brand names, you're not gonna get it in there until they can get the money to afford the whatchamacallit, the licensing. Deadeye GCS, thanks for the follow. And you're not going to get that until people start supporting the game a little bit better, is the way I look at it, you know? If so, yep. There's a lot of promise in those games. If they had the backing that Giants has had, then they probably would be just as good, if not better. I think that we'll have to see. I think Cattle and Crops might just do it this time around.
Oh, I hope so. Somebody
was saying, rumor has it that Cattle and Crops, a lot of the people on the Cattle and Crops staff are ex-Giants people that left. And remember when they had that shake-up in the middle of the year?
Absolutely.
They might be. They might have went to somewhere else. We'll have to see. Which would be a good thing.
Alright, S7, thanks for that post. I will check it out. I don't get that error. That's the problem. So that's good there. Let me copy that out.
Jake breaks nil value? Or... yeah. That's the first I've seen of it.
Yeah, same here. So, just a quick recap of what was updated in 620 show was the AR Dunger und Spitzen, which was the category in the store. It's now under Fertilizer Spreader. The Crop Duster Chopper was updated, so it removed the Repair Lua event error. The Garant TSA 60,000 was updated as well, so now you're going to use that in the slurry pits and empty out the cow pits and all that fun jazz. The KW900 was adjusted, so the dirt would be corrected, and the Wilson grain tippers are updated, but those are not the latest. I have for this, let's see here, it'll be this Thursday show on the 30th, I have an updated KW900 BD. Forget what I changed that offhand. I think I might add a better dirt. I have the Shell fuel trailer, so you'll be able to now use the Shell fuel trailer like you always have, as well as you can now empty out your gas tanks back at the main farm. So if you have all your fuel at the south farm, you want to move some to the east or west farm or north farm, you can take out as much as you want and transfer it now to your Shell tanker, and then take it to another fuel station and fill it up. The Wilson grain trailers will have an update as well. What's updated on them is the capacities that show in the store will match now the capacity of the trailer, as well as the dolly with the warning that was in there has now been removed. So those are all corrected, as well as the Flago wood pack. I got rid of the tractor pulling trailer because no matter what I did, it kept resetting in a bad location. Even on Westbridge Hills or Bjornholm, it would when you purchase it, it would appear in a random spot on the map all the time. No idea why. And the reset, as you guys found out in Rivers, is very costly. So that trailer is removed, as well as I downscaled some of the graphic files. So you went from a 9 meg file down to about a 3 meg file. But that's the updates coming this Thursday, as well as I'm going to fix the Freightliner then if there's an issue on the server.
Baseball Pro 225 exclamation point Rivers will pull up our map and all the mods we're using it. We should probably duplicate that command to exclamation point mods too, because people are so familiar with just typing that.
Right. Sorry, didn't mean to be long-winded there, guys. I just want to give you a quick
No,
update
it's
of
all
what's going
good.
on.
That's awesome. I did have a thought about something that you were saying, and it slipped my mind. Doesn't
Oh, sorry.
Stuff does not stay in my mind very long. No, you were mentioning one of those mods. Oh, the gas. Yes, the gas tank. Now that it can empty the farms, is going to be a big help when you want to upgrade the farms, because you have to add, you have to empty everything out of a farm before you can upgrade it. Also, Field Status, the latest version, is out right now, and let's head over there. The link is up there. Field Status mod by the Bad Touch FSUK. The new version 15.5 is out. I've got to check it out because there's apparently some surprise that nobody's supposed to give away to me, so I gotta download it and check it out myself. But we'll have it on the server on Friday. Give it a good go and yeah, see if we can check out the new Field Status. How come the Wilson grain trailers have an invisible hitch on them?
That's the way they were when I downloaded them. I didn't modify them at all.
There's your answer.
I didn't want to modify them too much. I can add it as a visual, but you know they hook up. But as far as there's a question out there, when he adds mods to the map, it's not working multiplayer. Correct. It's a known issue with Giants that if you're doing now, just make sure you're doing multiplayer where you host on your computer and somebody else joins. Let me get a response for that first. If I get a response for that, then I'll go from there. But I just want to get that. I don't want to go too far down that path if that's not the case, Jazzy.
Yeah, multiplayer, if it's not on a server and it's not a single player but you're hosting a multiplayer game, there's a problem with the 64 ER fix. Everything gets scrambled and that won't work if it doesn't load in a certain order.
Now if it's dedicated server, then we go down a different path. There's two ways to go, and I don't want to venture down one path of lecture and it's the other thing. So once I get a response of how you're playing, whether it's a dedicated server or multiplayer where you host and somebody else joins, then I'll respond accordingly.
Money Take Home, thank you for the follow. And this is where you can find, if you forget, just come to the museum, first floor, right underneath the Bad Touch. On his floor, we have an advertisement for Field Status, now version 15.5, and the link is right there. So you guys will be able to know where to find it if you forget when you leave here. Don't have the link. Just go to your museum. And there it is. db.tt/u19lkhuj. Field Status. It's awesome. I can't wait to try the new one. Of course, it doesn't come with a PDF file, so we have to guess at things.
Wow.
No. Only kidding.
We know somebody could do a PDF file for him.
We already said that. He wouldn't do it. Yep. Anybody else has any questions? We're going to close off the show very soon. I am extremely tired for some reason. But, yeah, I'll answer any questions. If not, we're going to call it a night, and we'll be back on Friday. I got lots of work to do this week. So we have a update for Friday. Yep, so we're going to do hopefully this will be the last update we actually need until the next map. Because there's really almost everything is taken care of. When you get it, look under the question mark. I will look under the question mark for sure. See you later, John, and anybody else out there? No more questions? No more comments? Hope you're enjoying the map. Come back Friday. We'll have an update for you. Big Daddy's show Thursday. What time are you doing Thursday show, Big Daddy?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So a couple days, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. He'll be doing some more mod updates and getting that rounded out. And hopefully by the end of this week, we can look forward to the next project. And we'll still be here. I'm still going to try to keep up my broadcasting on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday nights, or different times. Tuesdays at 8 Eastern, Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try to stick to that schedule for the near foreseeable future. So we'll catch you back here Friday, and we'll get you guys hopefully what's... Oh, we got a quick question. What is being fixed or added to the update on Friday? One rundown. Empty your barns over at Cogent. And let me see if I can find that button. Empty the wood storage facility at Cogent because it's going to be replaced. That is the first thing. It is going to have a new building that will be under the warehouse menu, and it will store cut wood and boards here at this facility. So this one's going to look the same but operate completely different. It's going to have the new trigger system, so it'll be under the warehouse menu. So you're going to want to empty it. So it'll be a new warehouse listed here, and it'll be Cogent Warehouse. And it will store your cut wood as well as your boards, and that way you will be able to take them out as pallets and or loose stuff from that facility. That is the main thing that's going to be coming on. There's a lot of fixes like the gypsum. The wallboard pallets are showing through the wall at the warehouse. Animations at the BGA are showing up at the cow farm and not at the BGA. There's a floating coin in the fair. There's some graphic issues at Lydia's. Not a lot, but if you haven't seen them, you probably won't even notice when I fix them anyway. We're going to try to label some things on the map for you. We'll put the labels on for the block factory and a few of the things that aren't labeled currently. And apparently somebody said there's a bump in field 47. We might iron that out if I can find it. Other than that, work with the sell points, trying to get some sell points better labeled. Not labeled, but what am I trying to say? Better prices. Price difference between the factories and the sell points. It's because some factories you go to and you buy them and they're the same prices you would sell them for. So we're going to try to make that a little bit better for you guys. Just a lot of little tweaks. Yep, just empty that storage and keep that area clear, and that's it. And you'll be able to put them in when the new one comes back up. We're going to add boards, I think, into the warehouse as well. Just little things like that. We'll cover them all on Friday for you guys. It depends what I can get done. I'd like to get cement on pallets. I honestly feel like we should have waited 2 weeks for this update to get everything taken care of, and we shall see if it's necessary, but I'm hoping to get it done. Because there's a few things that we could still try to work on, like getting... And I don't want to keep having to do small updates when we know that there's little things that can be done. And of course, the museum update, that's going to be I haven't even gotten around to that yet. The museum, getting our tribute to Get Her Done Farm All Night, a.k.a. Stale Popcorn Farts. Mickey 0007, awesome, love the map. Thank you very much. I think... Where was I going? I grabbed this for a reason. I have no idea what that reason was. But we showed you the building that has to be emptied before the next update. So you can park it in trailers all around there.
Did you do the wheat already? I might have missed it.
Yep, filled up the wheat. Animals are going good. I think we're pretty good. So, if I can't think of anything in the next 30 seconds, you guys have a great week. We'll be back here on Thursday with Big Daddy's show at 8 p.m. Eastern. Get your mod updates. Hopefully the last we need of those. And then Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern for my show again. So thanks everybody for watching. Anybody out there hosting? Or let's see who's online.
Chetty, I believe, was playing last I checked.
Let me see if we
Not
can...
sure who else, to be honest with you. It was you and Chetty, I saw.
I'm going to see if we have anybody I could pass you guys off to that would be streaming the PV Rivers map.
There was Chetty, I think Grabby Latouche as well.
We did Grabby the other day. Chetty is not on my list right now. Everybody else is hosting me. So I'm going to pass you over to Unsparring's channel this time. We're going to host Unsparring XLR, yeah, LRC Unsparring, if I can copy that right. And we'll send you over to, what is he playing? I hope he's playing a map today. But even if he isn't, check out what he's doing over there. You just might find it interesting. And thanks everybody for stopping in. I gotta get my stream back up so I can do this. There you go. Good night, everyone.
He's playing Counter-Strike Global Offense. Oh, yeah, yeah. Grabby. Yep, I gotcha. Oh, no doubt, man.
Hey, N means getting more from your car insurance with the all-powerful DriveWise app.
It's good to be in.
It's all good in the hood.
Where the hell's Delta?
It's in your mind.
Nice shot.
How's the arc? Are the Carnos tamed?
Tinfoil guy.